Welcome to the Gold Medal Mixing Podcast. This is your girl, Brittney Reese, coming in. Today we have on the show Tori Franklin, American triple jumper, just placed third place at the Olympic trials here in Eugene, Oregon. And we're going to get ready and talk to her.
Yay!
Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me, Brittney Reese. In case y'all didn't know.
We're so excited for you. So you placed third. How do you feel?
I am happy that I made my second Olympic team.
Yes.
That was the goal coming out here. Of course, you have other goals, but at the end of the day, I did what I came to do, and so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, so prior to that, we kind of did some research, and you had like a little injury or a little setback, so talk me about that.
Yes, so last year in Budapest at the World Championship Finals, I was warming up. Competition was about to start, and as I came on the board jolted when my foot landed, and my plantar fascia on the bottom of my foot tore.
Wow.
Yep. And as I stood in line and they were doing the announcements, you know, I was like, I can't jump. Yep. So I was devastated, and I didn't get to compete. Yeah. It was a pretty big injury, but yeah, I'm making my way.
So you about 80%, about 80%. That's good. That's good. Okay, another thing. So I read this too, that you wrote a book.
I did.
Okay, talk to me about the book, girl. Get your promo out.
Okay. So this book, it's called Anthem.
Okay.
It's basically about my mental health and spiritual journey. The first half of it talks a lot about my mental health journey and the different holistic tips and things that I did to get myself back to health. And the second half is how I kind of implemented all of these things to my success leading up into the 2022 World Championships where I medaled. So basically a You Anthem is what I created to speak love and light onto myself, and I helped the reader create their own anthem for themselves.
Okay, girl.
Yes.
Okay, and that's crazy because like when my last couple of years in my career, I kind of went through that same thing I had a life coach who was basically on that same frequency. We do a lot of holistic things. We did a lot of tapping. We did a lot of things like that to bring out the inner beast. So, because I had a situation where I got injured, and that's what prompted me to get a life coach, and that she was all on that wave. And I was like, girl, you speaking something into me. And we started vibing and got back on the podium. So I understand the whole frequency and stuff. And we talking about your Instagram and how you just like your Instagram is live happy. So that kind of taps into what you are, and you're just so bright, and you pop out when you when you out there jumping. So we love watching you and things like that.
Thank you.
So now where you living?
I'm living in Athens, Greece.
Oh, how's that?
Beautiful, and the food is good, and the lifestyle is like chill, but it's fun too.
Dang, I don't think I ever been to Greece.
You need to. Seriously.
I can stay with you?
Yes! I'll show you around. I love people showing people around. It gives me an excuse to like explore more. Every time somebody comes, I learn something new.
Man, so who's your coach?
His name is Yorgos Pomaski.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, girl.
It's a fancy name. Really just George.
And how long you been out there though?
A little over 2 years.
Okay. So you've really been out there for real.
Yep. Have a whole foundation. Yeah.
I like that though, because I never thought, American athlete would. You always see like athletes over in Europe come over here and train, but you don't never see an athlete from America go there.
It's very rare.
That's real rare, and that's kind of dope. I would never thought nobody would have did that. That's different. That's cool.
Thanks. I think more athletes should do it.
I agree.
Especially jumpers. You know.
You're right.
I think they know something over there.
You over here doing your thing, so they must know something.
They know something.
So, what do you like about what do you love about the triple jump, like the event, the whole?
I love that when it's done correctly, it looks like a dance. You're flowing through the phases effortlessly and just like bouncing. And you can tell when you look at somebody who does it poorly and you look at somebody who does it well, it's amazing. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's like a little bit different from just like a straight sprint where someone can look like they're running really well, great technique, they're not moving anywhere, but it'll look the same, relatively the same. Triple jump, you know that is not a good job.
And you're 100% correct, because like I'm a high school coach, and I hate coaching the triple jump because the kids don't know how to do it right. Yeah. And then like some kids that end up jumping at the end of the pit, they don't make the stand. I'm like, oh my Lord.
It's so scary.
It is scary. And then coaches like don't know the event. They just throwing their kids out there, and I'm just like, my kids like, let me try. You are not about to embarrass me. Like, I'm sorry. If I don't think you can make the pit, you ain't getting up in that thing. So I understand completely. When it's done correctly, it's like an art. It looks nice. I agree with you on that part. Why do you think the triple jump deserves more respect, though?
I think the triple jump deserves more respect because, like, it's not easy to do.
Yeah, you are correct.
You know, and it's not something that anyone can just go out there and do. Anybody can run. Obviously, some people can run well, some people cannot run well. Most people can just do that. But if you ask somebody to go try to triple jump, they're gonna break their knees, they're gonna break their toes, they're gonna break their coccyx. You know, everything is broken.
Yeah, tear something up.
Tear something up. So, like, I think people need to understand, like, what it is we're truly doing, how far we're actually going, the amount of force that is being, through our bodies every time we contact with the ground.
This is why I don't do the triple jump, because these babies wouldn't be able to handle it. So speaking with that, since we're talking about field events and things like that, so the whole Michael Johnson thing, how do you feel about, us? I'm gonna say us because I'm still jump.
Yes.
So how do you feel about us not being included in that?
It's absolutely bogus. I think it's great for the sport, but at the same time, they're not included in the whole sport.
Right.
Sprints already get so much publicity. They get they get more money than we get, relatively. And it's just like, the sport isn't just track.
Right.
It's the field events that kind of pull everything together, and they bring the drama. And I just wish that more sprinters would speak up for jumpers and would recognize that they're not the only thing that's important in this sport. There's so much heart in the field events.
Yeah, because he kind of put it to where, like, it says jumps don't have a story, like we don't have any, which, I'm like, how can you even say that? Like, the field events don't have no story. Like, there's, Ryan Krauser and Joe Kovacs, they go head to head every, you just never know who's going to break the world record. It's just so many opposite things.
And in the pole vault, and, like when me and Couture were going back and forth.
Exactly, y'all all going back and forth. Like, the three of you guys, we all kind of already knew you guys were going to make it, but the thing is, y'all compete. We don't know who's going to win.
Right.
But I feel like you guys do have a story also, and like with the long jump with Tara. And Q. That's a story. Like, every event has a story. You just gotta. I don't think that he wanted to put no thought into going deep.
Right.
I'm just gonna do
it's just kind of like a little ignorance. Like, he just doesn't know. And he doesn't choose to know.
Doesn't care to know.
Exactly.
I'm with you on that.
Yep.
All right, so how did you get into triple jump, though?
Triple jump was thrown onto me by a high school coach. And I feel like every triple jumper will say that, because nobody knows what triple jump is when they're 10. You just know you want to run and try to beat some people. The coach came up to me and was like, you're going to do the triple jump? I was basically like, triple what? I don't do these things. But it came so naturally to me, and it just stuck. It was fun.
Yeah, it's one of those things that was thrown onto me too, and I said, I'm good.
Yeah.
I did it at Ole Miss, and I was like, he's like, can you just do it at SECs? All right, like, I'm at SECs running my mark back because I don't have a triple jump mark just to get some points. So I'm
running it back at conference is crazy.
But I don't think I ain't too fond of it. Okay, so how do you maintain your body? Because we know that the triple jump has a big impact on your body.
Yep.
How do you maintain your body so well throughout the years of being a professional triple jumper?
Prehab, rehab, huge. Just making sure that I have the best team around me to make sure I'm doing all the exercises I need to do, making sure my body is aligned and everything's firing. It's so important. Of course, nutrition.
Yeah.
And I like to sleep. I get my rest.
Man,
right. And it's not just like all physical either, just being an athlete in general, it's making sure that your mind is right. You have good friends around you. You're doing other things outside of the sport if that's the type of like person you are.
Yeah.
And for me, it's most definitely I have to have a life, a well-balanced life.
Yes, you do. You do. So last question. What would you give, so what type of advice you would give to a young up-and-coming triple jumper? Because we know how hard the triple jump is.
Yeah.
What kind of advice or anything like that you can say to a kid that wants to be in your position, make an Olympic team? What kind of advice would you give them?
I would say don't let anybody tell you that you can't do it, okay?
Amen.
You get to decide, and you are a champion.
Yes.
And you know, if it's something that your heart is in, don't stop. Figure it out.
Amen, sister. I'm with you. All right. Well, thank you for coming on today.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching today. It's the Gold Mixing Podcast. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all the platforms. We got you. Thanks again, Tori.
Thank you.
All right.